Good evening and welcome to episode 6 of Spotlight on Strategy series, Breakthrough Tactics to Thrive in Business and Life. Today, we are talking about scanning for success and what that means for you and your business. I am Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies and a transformation strategist, help you looking around corners and to see what's in the art of possible to help you and your business thrive. I have over 30 years of consulting and coaching career services with commercial, government, nonprofit, and community groups. I am both a strategist and I have an innovation, quality, and cybersecurity background as well. So a meld of change, cyber, quality, and innovation all ensures that from the tech stack on up to the headquarters of your organization, we're able to help you thrive. Tonight, we'll be talking about scanning for success and how when we undertake these activities and produce these outputs, it will help provide you first mover competitive advantage. And tonight, we're going to talk about why scanning is so important for your organization's success and how it can enable you to be better leaders, better executives, and stronger workforce to help you align strategically and to your broader mission set. We talk about environmental scanning, which is really factor analysis, our PESTLEs, our SWOTs, etc. We want to understand on a global basis, what is the forcing functions that's either going to constrain or enable our products and services or the business model that we're attempting to field. Next would be startup scouting. And we're doing this because we want to understand where is the investment at? What is that very short, medium, and long-term horizon, if you will, that will enable us to capture a technology, potentially invest? How could we handle mergers and acquisitions, or how could we potentially partner and include that technology in some type of higher level product or service offering? Next is emerging technology. So we look at startup scouting as a way to understand who's investing in what, where, how they're piloting it, how they're fielding it, how they're experimenting with it, the patent logic and trending beyond that. And then we want to examine from a longer term horizon, what's waxing, what's waning, and where should we look at strategic insertion for perhaps a new disruptive technology that's coming out of our shop? The next is trend spotting. So again, when you layer environmental scanning, startup scouting, emerging technologies, we look at the trends. We look at it from, again, a PESTLE perspective, if you wish, to understand what is the legal and regulatory landscape enabling or constraining, who's investing in what type of political activities are going on, what type of partnerships are going on, where are they doing aggregated partnerships to bring academia, commercial, government, nonprofit together to put something forward or invest in certain technology areas. And then what's going on from an ecosystem perspective within that industry segment or slice, and given financial markets, etc. Right? So trend spotting is really across the board, trying to identify and then strategically insert ahead of the innovation curve so that you get more bang for your innovation and R&D buck in a product and or a service. Continuous foresight really is taking this intelligence, if you will, marrying it up with your own organizational insights that you have on the strategy side, creating a strategic framework, if you don't already have one in place, to fuel and feed into an idea management and innovation road mapping funnel system, right? So we want to be applying a factor analysis or a weighting, a decision matrix on top of our intelligence that enables our strategic framework and more over enables decisioning at a faster, more efficient rate. And we do that oftentimes through the use of automation, AI and ML, to not only help us gather the continuous feeds, but analyze them, help weight them, help prioritize them, help put them into trends and heat maps for risk remediation reduction, but also to help us identify where that perfect sweet spot of opportunity is located, given where our organizations are at today, where the trends are going forward, and what we've stated is most important to us from an outcome, a results, and a optimal utilization of our organizational resources. On the output sides, what we're looking for is really, we've gathered from our clients, their challenges, their problems, so we can turn that into a scenario that we can harness automation, AI, and ML against to help us better understand the optimized outcomes. We can also use it to feed into our innovation challenges, our innovation shark tanks, our innovation idea fests, our innovation idea management funnel from a people, process, and technology standpoint, in order to create intelligence and an actionable plan on what we want to do with our innovation roadmap going forward. And then ultimately what we get is a updated baseline of intelligence to then use going forward for risk, for investment, for financial, for technological infrastructure, for process improvement, for future resourcing. When we really look at putting this strategic scanning in place, what we're trying to do is get to a more robust, evidence-based decision-making model so that we become more agile and flexible as an organization. So first, in the evidence-based decision-making, right, we're collecting continuously, if we're analyzing continuously, if we're creating this continuous foresight by layering over and melding it with our strategic framework and our outcomes and feeding it into our idea management funnel and creating our innovation decisioning, our roadmap from that, then we get a quantitative structure where we can use to reduce risk, to optimize partnering, to optimize timing for product and or service and or business model change releases, et cetera, right? So just the evidence-based decision-making model helps us plan strategic insertion of some future state, and it helps us create a baseline of current state from which we can then do actual versus planned analysis so that we could see how better our decision making is occurring over time, the more maturation we put around our collection analysis and our idea management and innovation road mapping funnel and outcome. So it helps us understand current state, helps us prioritize through the visualization of opportunities, and then thus helps us invest more strategically on to achieve our outcomes and results. Next is organizational agility, because we are looking consistently at how to innovate, how to automate, how to harness our AI and ML technologies. We get a quicker turnaround on the creation of that intelligence, the application of that intelligence for our particular needs and scenarios, right? So we talked about how can we, using continuous foresight, harnessing scenarios that are pulled from our customers and our client base to really turn that into, this could be a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly view of where we're at, what we could potentially do from a analysis of alternatives or courses of action, how they rack and stack from an investment perspective, and what the potential profit is on investment in different ways, shape, or forms, products, services, business models, partnerships, other, right, domestically and globally, depending on the results of that prior scanning. So it helps us get better, quicker, more efficient, more capable of strategic insertion. And we can do this in a very cohesive, holistic, efficient, optimized manner so that we're able to undertake decisioning real time. Now, what's the opportunity space? Again, we talked earlier about this creation of this baseline of intelligence really gives us unified insights when we marry up that intelligence with our continuous foresight, our strategic framework. We put it through the idea management funnel, and we gain access to a clearer, more cohesive, more up-to-date innovation roadmap and how we're going to invest and or pivot to optimize our monetary outlays and our resourcing. We're also going to reduce waste and risk. And then ultimately what we're looking for is massive competitive advantage, right? And optimal decisioning, right? So we're going to tune, and we're going to tune our collection. We're going to tune our analysis. We're going to tune our continuous foresight loop through what we learn, how we weight it, what's most important to us as an organization as we look at the outcomes and the results we want to generate. And then we move that through our idea management funnel into our innovation roadmap, and then we deliver and execute to that. So optimal decisioning, again, highly dependent on the scanning tools and techniques, highly dependent on putting in place the enabling technologies, applying continuous foresight, really looking at it from an opportunity discovery, strategic insertion standpoint, helping us with business acceleration, and then really mining the data that exists out in the ecosystem in your own internal organization, melded with strategic tool analysis capabilities, helps you ultimately arrive at your ultimate optimal decision for that point in time. So again, everything changes every day. We have to take into consideration the risks, these tools, the scanning methodologies, this funnel, that creation of the innovation roadmap. And if you have this automated through the use of tools, really gives you that dashboard, that visibility, that decisioning that you can undertake daily if that's where you're at and what you want. So optimal decision, real time, where you want it, when you want it, how you want it. So say yes to continuing the conversation via VIP workshops, coaching, consulting in the strategic planning, strategic insertion, strategic enablers from a technology, process, and resourcing standpoint to help you and your organization thrive. We invite you to go to www.gblinnovstratllc.com so you can learn more about these offerings, and we can provide you a strategy ignite session and a consultation to better understand you and your organization's opportunity space. Again, we thank you, and we hope that this episode 6 of Spotlight on Strategy, focusing on continuous scanning, really helps you understand what's in the realm of possible, the framework you can harness to create optimized decisioning for you, your executives, your leaders, and most of all, your organization's success. So thank you so much for being with us. You're welcome to contact us at CEO@GBLINNOV and we thank you for being here tonight and hope we can further serve you going forward.